far, everything is good. I don't see any problems here. Looks like the internet has fixed itself here. We're just making sure that we are in good shape. We're just looking at some stuff that we took earlier, and seems like we're in good shape. Everything is running good. Okay. Okay, so it is running great. Excellent. Okay. Welcome, Leanne. Welcome, Genghis Khan. We are just waiting for some more people to come on in. And and the colors on the wizard were phenomenal. I think we did a really good job with that. I think what we did there is really, really good. I'm just gonna put my phone on the charger here. I'm gonna close the door. There we go. And I'm gonna go over how we got this image too, and where it started compared to where it is now. So we're gonna go and look at the original images for both the propeller and the wizard. Okay, so this is an actual image here on the left of the Wizard Nebula that we took, and we got a bunch of images here, and we did hydrogen alpha, oxygen 3, and sulfur 2. And looking at the individual channels, this was your sulfur 2. Okay. This was your hydrogen alpha. And this was your oxygen 3. Okay, so any little detail is going to show up in the blue, which is what I want. Okay. Now the propeller, this is the original stacked image of the propeller. Okay, and again we have your sulfur 2, your oxygen 3, and your oxygen 3. I'm sorry. Take that back, hang on. Your sulfur 2, your hydrogen alpha, and then your oxygen 3. And you notice that there's not much oxygen 3. I need to take more oxygen 3, which is the blue. Which is why you see, if you look at both of these for oxygen 3, that's your 2 oxygen 3s. You're going to notice that you're going to see more blue in the left one than you are with the right one. Then if you were to look at your sulfur 2 between the two of them, the one on the right is going to have more of like a copper tone to it than the one on the left. So you're noticing that. So that is where you stand for that. Now we're going to go back. There we we go. Alright, so what we did is the first thing we did was we took the colors and we matched it, so this way you had an even background. And then you enhanced it a little bit, which is this here. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. So we're going to enhance this here. So you kind of get an idea with both of them here. And kind of see what that is. Now, how do we get that? How do you get the certain, characters? Well, I did a lot of research last night. I did a ton of research. And one of the things that everybody says for these ones is you have to use what's called selective color. Alright, so here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to show everyone. Okay, we'll get rid of this, get rid of this. We'll use just the original image of what we got here. Alright, so we're going to use a wizard as an example. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up, use a background, use that, adjustments, and then we're going to pull up the selective color. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pull up a selective color here. Okay. So bear with me. Alright, so this is your selective color. And we'll make it a little bit bigger. We're going to put it on the bottom here. Bigger so you can see it. There we go. So this is your selective color. This is one of the options that you use for it. Okay. And again, is it called cheating? Sort of. But then again, you're combining filters anyways, and you're combining channels, so is it really cheating? Yeah. Pretty much. But learning and writing things down, I must have wrote down probably half a page worth of stuff with taking notes. And again, there's no wrong way of doing this and trying to figure it out, but seeing what I got, this is where we stand. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to do yeah, it's still buffering. Hang on, we're figuring this out here. Close that out. We tested this for about an hour yesterday, so, or not yesterday, it seems like it was yesterday, but an hour today. Alright, good, my phone's back. Alright, so let's see. Let me get back on this here. Hmm. Let's turn the bandwidth down here. Alright, we're just trying to set different things on here for the encoder as I'm trying to load the third PC into this. Oh, we'll try that and see. So I think we're about 5 or 6 seconds on delay. We'll let it go and we'll see what happens. Okay, so back to this. So we got the picture on the left, okay? So what we're going to do is the first thing is we're going to get the levels just right. So we're going to click this here, alright? So you can see how the colors are changing here. We want to be able to get the red, green, and blue to be absolutely pinpoint for the three of them. So I'm looking for the three numbers to match like that. That's perfect. Alright, so now the background is going to be there, which is great. That's what I want. Okay, so now we're going to hit OK. That's my levels. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to take Images, Adjustment, Selective Color. Alright, so now the selective color comes up, and then this is where the complication begins of where I had to learn stuff last night and trying to figure this all out. So the selective colors is you have your reds, your yellows, your greens, your cyans, your blues, your magentas, your whites, your neutrals, and your blacks. There's a lot of colors, as you can tell. These are your actual selection of colors that you actually have to take to move and slide back and forth. So it's a little difficult, but bear with me, okay? There is a little bit of reason for this chaos to get to the image that we just saw. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to greens, okay? And for the greens, we're going to take the percentage on the cyan and bring it to about 50%-ish, give or take. Doesn't need to be perfect, but in that area, okay? Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take 15% for magenta, bring that down, again, give or take 15%. Alright? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to yellows. Okay, so then the yellows we're going to take 50% for cyan. Bear with me, this is only the second time I'm doing this. and then 15% plus for magenta. Okay? And then go to cyan. All right? And then we're going to do negative 50 for yellow. All right? So now that's set. We're going to hit the OK button. All right? So now that's the first thing. So you're going to notice a big difference here. You're starting to see there's a little bit of yellow. That's what you want, is you want the yellow. Okay? Because you want that sulfur to pop out of that corner. Okay? Sulfur is going to give you more of a copper tone. So by doing the green, yellow, and cyan, changing those colors gives you that kind of rusted look color, which is what you want. So then what we're going to do is now we're going to create a copy. Okay? Alright. And now we're going to go back to adjustments, selective color. So we're going to do that again. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to cyan again for a second time because we want to get a little bit more yellow to it. That's the goal. A little bit more yellow copper color. So we're going to go to cyan and we're going to do the yellow at negative 50%. Alright, right about there. Okay, and then magenta, negative 15%. Alright, so then we're going to hit OK. So now you're going to see there's even more of a copper tone to it, which is what I want. Alright. Alright, so now we're going to copy. Alright. And then we're going to go back to color, selective color again. And this time we're going to do yellow and cyan one more time. Okay. This time you're going to see it get really rusted. See that? Now it's really yellow. This is what you want. You want that to be as yellow as possible. Then we're going to do 20% in magenta. Okay. So that's perfect there. And then we're going to increase the black point to about 20%. Okay. So now you're going to start to see this like turn greenish in this area. Okay. And now we're going to go to cyan. And then we're going to take this negative 80% and change this to about negative 80 or so, right about there. And then 20% for magenta. Okay. And then we're going to hit OK. Now, what we're going to do, levels, here. There we go. And now you're going to start to see that blue come out. You see that? Because now we're going to take this and we're going to increase this, but also bring this down at the same time. Hit OK. So the difference, you're still going to notice that there's still, it's a really blue. And that's okay. You're going to notice, though, you're going to start to see the yellows and the blues start to pop out a little bit more. So now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do cyan again. Okay, there we go. Images. Okay. Green. And now you can really start to see the blue starting to come out a little bit. Alright, so now you're going to see the difference here. So look at how close this is. So you see that? Now, of course, naturally between these two, you're noticing that I've already processed this image. So look at the difference. So you can kind of get an idea of how to do this. And again, there's no wrong or reason, but you can come pretty darn close. Now, when you take this and you go to the channels and you go to red, there's your green, and there's your blue, so you can see the blue really starting to pop out. Now, here's the cool thing. Let's do it this way. That's your blue with the good one. That's the good one. That's the bad one. So look at the difference. Not bad. It's really not bad at all. That's your green, and that's your red. So, really, really cool. The one thing I'm trying to work on really hard is to get the propeller. The propeller's a little bit tougher. Only because there's not much oxygen 3 in this image. My image, that is. Anyways. For some odd reason, I need a little bit more oxygen 3. Probably, I would say, about an hour and a half more. And then we'd be in great shape. So let's take this. Okay, and do this here. Okay. And we're going to be doing the same thing. Alright. We've already did our background color to make it look nice. So if I were to go to the background and search the background, we're at 17, 14, 14. That's pretty darn good. That's as black point as we can get it. So I'm pretty happy about that. Now we're going to go to selective colors. And then we're going to do our greens. Okay, 50% cyan. So you can see how when you go from 0 to negative 50, you could crank it to 100 if you want to, but I want to try to keep it at that as best as I can. 15% magenta. Oops, too much. There we go. Yellows. I'll do this. 50% cyan. 15% there. Okay. And then we go to the actual cyan and 50% yellow. Okay. Hit OK. Adjustments. Selective color. Back to cyan again. Negative 50% yellow. Okay, that's perfect. Hit OK. So we're going to see the difference again. So now you can start to see, but you're noticing, which the cool thing is, over here, that stays green. That's what I want, because that's going to be the blue. So you can see that where your hydrogen alpha and where your sulfur is between the two of them. That's what you want. Okay, so now we're going to go back to selective color. And now we're going to do yellow. Okay, and then we're going to do cyan, negative 85%. We're really cranking this down to 85% so you can really see how this is turning to a copper. 20% magenta. Okay. 10%, 10 to 15% black point. Okay. Cyan. Whoops. Actually, no, that's not what I wanted. Hang on. There we go, that's what I wanted. Oops, wrong button. Kind of like a monochrome camera and using 3 images with 3 different filters in blue and green. Exactly, and that's exactly what we're doing. It's exactly what we're doing to get an image pretty close to what this is. So we're slowly but surely working on getting the green here. So, I mean, this is going to take some work to get, but we came pretty close when we did this here. Alright, there we go. So now you're noticing the yellow on the inside, the green on the outside, but now we need to increase the blue. We need to get the blue up here. Trying to get the blues here. Joanne's lurking. Trying to get the blue out of this. Levels. Trying to get it just right. There we go. There we go. So we got the green and the yellow just perfect. But there's still no blue. So we're still working on that here. Hang on. That's good there. We're going to get rid of this one. Eventually I'll have this all written down. And then I had it. Some of these written down. I spent like 3 hours yesterday going over everything. I found the blue. I mean, that's pretty close to what the Hubble palette is. Is it going to be anything what this one is? No. Not going to be anywhere close. But we got the yellows. We got the greens. We could enhance this as best as we can, but it's really not bad for what we got. Again, this was a short session compared to what other people have gotten with the Hubble palette, so not bad. So it's going to run its process here. I'll post exactly how I got it. Like I said, I got pretty close to, you know, for actual processing, that's pretty darn close on the wizard. You can see I'm toggling back and forth between the processed and the unprocessed. The blue's there, so it's not bad. This one here is going to take some work. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we'll figure that out. But it doesn't look bad at all. I think that looks really, really good. Now here's the other good thing too, is that it's running really well. So let me pull up Discord here and see if it's going to lag. Alright, let me pull up Discord. Alright, loading. Loading Discord. Let's try that and see. Alright, Discord is now up. Alright, let me see if I can hit the voice channel. Alright, so now it's on the voice channel. So we'll see what happens here to see if it's still lagged or doesn't lag. So we're on the voice channel now for Discord. I just want to see if this works. And what we're doing right now is I'm doing enhanced DSO on the Photoshop. See here. I don't know what I did with those headphones. I had them. I'm gonna put them downstairs. I had them. Wonder what I did with them. Not there. Not there. Don't drop them on the ground. I had white headphones somewhere. What did I do with them? They went somewhere. Well, the good news is that it hasn't lagged yet, so this is a good thing. So far it hasn't lagged. It is still going super strong right now. And I have Discord up on the third laptop. That's running good. That's not doing anything wrong here, so we're doing great with that. Wow, I can't believe there's like nothing for blue. That is unreal. Let's do everything. That's nuts. Like, that's blue on both of them. That proves to me that I have to really, really go nuts with the blue in the propeller. It's there, but it's so faint. And the only thing I could possibly do is adjust the layers by the curves. Just a slight bit here. I can't find it at all. That's crazy. I mean, I probably have to do a little bit more in here. mean, that puts a little bit more in the blue there. You can see a little bit more blue here. Let's try that again. Just by going to the cyan. Yeah, there we go. Now we got some more blue. There we go. That's some blue right there. Now if I were to go to the blue channel, now you can start to see there's like a little bit of fade here in the blue. That's what I want. Now I wonder if we can do it this way. Take the noise out of this one. Reduce the noise. Yeah, take that out there. That's interesting. Because you got blue in there, so there you go. Is this perfect? No, not even close, but it's cool. Well, there you have it for those two. So you have your blue, your green, and your yellow. That's pretty cool. And we'll work on it some more later, but that is really, really neat. Now here's my next question. Let's pull up, well, not a question, but let's pull up. Let's go to details. Let's go to this one. Was this the TIFF image or is this the JPEG image? Oh, that's the JPEG. We don't want that one. Blah. We don't want that one. We want the TIFF image. There, that's the one I'm looking for. Yeah, but that's the pre... Nah, whatever. We'll work on this one. This is 4 hours of the propeller with the Altair camera. 4 hours. I think this one turned out really, really well. Alright, so not much change in that, so that's good. We'll take the HLVG and we'll take that down, so that's perfect there. We'll do levels. And we'll create the black point here, so the black point's going to be perfect. I want to make sure the info is just right. I'm going to get it just right. 54, 59. Nope, that's not good. Nope, that's not good. I gotta find the right one. Was reading sulfur or S2 filter when available is a darker reddish color. It is. Depending on what channel you put it in. That's the thing. And if you want to put it in the sulfur, you're going to get it where it's going to be... It's hard to explain. You're doing selective color based on what channel you're putting it in. The Hubble palette, your sulfurs are going to be more of like a copper tone. So you have a copper, like gold. Your yellowish / green is going to be your hydrogen alpha, and then your blue is your oxygen 3. So that's what you're going to get. It's confusing as hell, and it's not exactly easy. I know that for a fact. And it took me a long time last night to read everything and figure it all out. Now, this one being red, this is just solely the... what is it? The L-Extreme filter. So the L-Extreme filter only emitted oxygen 3 and hydrogen alpha. That's it. So you can see the difference here. So we're starting to get a little bit more detail now. Okay. And we're going to pull this up now. Okay, so now it's just creating a median. Alright, so now that's done. We did space noise reduction, so that's all set. And now we're going to do enhanced DSO, which will take a few minutes. That's going to run through its thing. So now it's reducing noise, creating a median. Just running its thing. That should be just about done here. Got a couple more steps here. So my next question is can I stream the screen? Let's see here. And let's see if it lags. Alright, so that's going live now. Let's see if that lags the stream here. And I want to watch it closely here. Let me know if it lags or if it buffers. Because now what I'm doing is streaming on YouTube, and I'm on Discord. My other question is I wonder if I could do, you know, let me try this. I got an idea. Since this is a try PC stream testing, why not try to test it? Because it's not clear tonight, so it's going to be clear for a little bit. I think Tuesday is the next time it's going to be clear, so I don't even know what the heck my password is for this. I think it's this. Is this it? Oh yeah, okay, good. Alright, let's try this and see. I got myself an idea. Alright, let's see here. I don't even know where the heck it is. Let's see, all my pages, here we go. I haven't done this in forever, so let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Hmm. 45 weeks ago was the last time I was on this. Oh my god, that was a year ago. Alright, let's see. What can I do here? Let's see. Should be just about done with this image here, so No buffering so far. Yeah. And I'm running on the third laptop right now. So I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff here. I just don't know. It's been so long since I've done this. Yes, event image session August 5th. I don't even know. My God, that was 4 years ago. Can I do it from this video? You can. But here's my question. Can you actually do the live video based off of the screen? Let's see here. Use your camera and microphone. Yes. I don't know. Screen share. Here we go. Okay, phone, stop messaging me. So give me a second, everyone. I'm just figuring this out here. Use a stream key. Here we go. Can we stream off of 2 computers? That's your stream key. Oh, stream URL. Here it is. Okay, stream URL. That must be the server. Okay. Hit apply. Hit OK. Do normal latency. Hit start streaming, see what happens. Let's try that and see what happens. We are going to try this for the very first time. We're going to stream on YouTube, and we're going to try to see if we could stream on Facebook. So we're going to try to do this and see how this looks and how this runs. So hopefully this will run well. I don't know, but we're going to find out. As this is going to be your first ever try PC streaming, as we're streaming live on YouTube, and we are, for the first time in 4 years, we are now streaming live on Facebook, and try to see if this will work. It's a cloudy night, so let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Well, I don't know, because why not? Let's give it a shot. And so far, there's no buffering issues on either, which is amazing. Now, if you're watching this on Facebook, there is no music. If you're watching this on YouTube, there is the non-copyrighted, well, it's copyrighted music, but I pay for it, so hopefully that'll work out perfectly. Let's do... I'm going to make the stars smaller. And we'll see how this works here. So we're literally taking this to the very next step. Now, the last time I streamed on Facebook was in 2017. So it has been a long, long time since I've done this. And I did Facebook before we did YouTube, because I was going through Google Hangouts and then I was uploading it to YouTube. So it was the Google Hangouts section. It was a whole bunch of stuff that I did back then. So again, we're doing the Try PC streaming. We are testing this out for the very first time and seeing exactly how we have this going. And Brian Jameson says, "To the moon, dog." And yes, Brian, well, we're not going to the moon. All we're doing right now is processing images, seeing what we get. The image that we are looking at, or we're going to, it's doing its progression, is the Propeller Nebula, which is DWB 111. We did this with an Altair camera, and we got this with an L-Extreme filter, which is awesome. And it's the Altair 269C. And we're just waiting for this to go through. We're making the stars smaller, so it's running through its process here. Come on. Image size. Running it through its thing. Again, let me know both on YouTube and also on Facebook how the quality of the video is. Let me know, because I want to see if we can do this on a clear night. So, like, another thing I can do is I can switch this over to Deep Sky Stacker Live. I'm going to see how long the delay is on it. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11. So about 10 seconds delay on the Facebook. So that's not terrible. And then what we could do is then we'll go back to Photoshop here. So I just want to see. Let me go back to Photoshop here. So it's just about done with its image size here. So as I said, we're adding more to this than we've ever done before. As we're just testing out everything. Mostly just looking at this to see how the latency is. That's the biggest thing. And I'm looking at this and I don't see any buffering, any delay, anything. I'm pretty impressed on how this is working. Alright, it finished. Let's see. We'll change the levels just a slight bit here. Change the levels so we can get a little bit more detail out of this here. There we go. Now, the other thing is, with this image, is we took it in 2 different sessions. So you're going to notice there's 2 different colors in this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can transform this here and turn it. Free transform. Whoops, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Nope, wrong. Bad. 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 No, that's not what I wanted. Deselect. That's not what I wanted. I want to see if I can change it and move it. Transform selection. That's what I wanted to do. Because I want to be able to take this and still keep it and just move it. Right there. Right there. Apply, image, crop. What we're going to do is we're going to crop this out. And then we're going to turn it and twist it. Okay. Veer layer cut. Alright, so we're going to get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of that. Alright. Now, we're going to take this and we're going to flip it. Alright, there we go. Alright. There, got rid of the other part that was a previous session. So now we have both of them there. So again, this is the propeller, which is DWB 111. This was 4 hours of exposures that we took with the LTR 269C, and it was on a Swabani 102 102mm apochromatic refractor. So that is there. And what we'll do is we'll make this less crunchy, more fuzzy. And now it's going to run its course through this one. I do want to see on my phone what the quality looks like on this. Oh my god, that quality looks phenomenal. My question is, can you change Yes, you can, the video quality. Oh, you can only go to 480? What? Well, that's poopy. So apparently you can only go to 480p on Facebook. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Alright, we're going to reduce the noise. And that doesn't mean by turning the volume down. I mean by reducing the noise. Perfect, right there. Alright, so that image is it's pretty much done. The way that we have this is just perfect. I mean, we could try to do some selective coloring with this one. Make it a little bit redder. You're not going to get much, though. That's the thing, is because this being a one-shot colored camera, the colors, again, I could adjust the reds, the greens, the blues, and there's really not much that's going to happen here. I mean, the background might change just a little bit, but other than that, nothing's going to really change here. So, what I'm going to do is create a second layer here. And then do high pass. It's a custom high pass, which this is going to do is this is going to give you a little bit more of a 3D layer to the image. So you can see, like, this is without it, this is with it, so it gives you more of an indentation, almost like a bezel. So that is this one. So we have looked at 3 images. Now, we did a couple images prior to this. We did this one over here, this gem. This is the Wizard Nebula, which is NGC 7380. And this one was phenomenal. I think we did a great job on this one. I dropped the mouse. Uh-oh. Dropping the mouse. There we go. And what we did with this one is we used the 3 filters, the hydrogen alpha, sulfur 2, and the oxygen 3. And we used them and put them in different colors. So the sulfur 2 is your red, your oxygen 3 is your blue, and your hydrogen alpha is your green. And we have a ton of detail in this image, which is phenomenal. What I'm going to try to do is see if I can trying to whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. That's perfect right there. That is really cool. That's epic. Now, what we did before was I showed everyone how I got to it, and you could see this was the rough doing it on the stream on YouTube, and this is what I did earlier this afternoon. So you can kind of see the color is pretty darn close to what we have. The only reason why it's a difference is because we processed this second one, and we made it a little bit better. Now, what we did was we used the stars. Now, the way that the original image looked like, this is the original image. This is the one that we used that we did, but just by putting the 3 filters, taking the pictures, putting the 3 channels of the red, green, and blue, and you can see that there's really not much color other than just green because this is predominantly overwhelmed by hydrogen alpha. But with time, looking at everything, taking it each step by step by step, now you can see the image came out to be what it is. We also tried to do this with the propeller, which is over here. That's this one. Tried to do the same thing. The red, greens, and blues. And came pretty close. As you can see, the oxygen 3 is your blue, your sulfur's like your reddish copper tone, and then your green is your hydrogen alpha. So all three colors are all being shown in this image. Now, if I were to take an image online and try to compare this, this is going to be pretty close. This is going to be very, very close. So, I'm very impressed. So this looks really good. And even the stars look great too with the color, and how you have the orange stars up at the top, you have the, you know, the yellowish white stars in the middle. It's pretty darn close to what the actual image is of. So if you were to type in propeller SHO or DWB111 SHO, which is sulfur, hydrogen alpha, and oxygen 3, this is gonna be pretty darn close to what we're getting with this. So I'm impressed. I do not see an image, just small gray squares. Got it. Minus 1080p YouTube. Yes, Jeff. So YouTube is 1080p. Facebook, I'm doing it on Facebook and on YouTube, just to test this out. We're doing some tri-PC streaming, so I'm looking to try to do this here to see if there's any lag or any buffer, any delay. And right now, there's no delay. And that's a good thing. Not only that, but we're also on Discord, too. So if you look where it shows my subscriber count, which is up at the top, below that is a Discord website. And that will get you right to the Discord, and then you'll be able to communicate with me through there. And how awesome is that? I mean, that is really cool. Let me see. Now, I did not look at any of these here. Maybe not. Well, I did look at these ones. Let's see here. Let's see, 613. I don't know what these ones were. I just saved them. Let me see what these ones were. Let me go to Deep Sky Stacker. Let me see what these ones were, because I don't remember. These were taken on June 12th, so these ones were taken 9 days ago. I don't remember, to tell you the truth. Oh, this was the ring. Okay. My question is how many did I take? Mine says 144p. What, on Facebook? Shouldn't be. I sure as hell hope not. 'Cause I just went on my phone and I went to 480. Again, I'm gonna work on that and try to get that just right for the very first time. Alright, we're just going through these images here to see how many we have. These were all the Ring Nebula, which is M57. My question out to the Facebook universe is, how's the sound? Let me know. Oh, I don't think we had the microphone on for Facebook. Now we do. Oops. Well, now you can hear me on Facebook. Well, that's my bad. I didn't mean to do that. So apparently, well, nobody told me. So they didn't show any sound. So now we have sound. So that's a good thing. So if you can hear me on the Facebook Live, comment. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. I changed phone to 1080p. Okay, good. So maybe 1080p. Well, please let me know. Make sure you comment. Because we are testing this out. I'm not afraid to try this all out. And so these are the ring nebula. How many did I take that night? Huh. So right now we're up to 40 minutes here that we took. I know we did more than one object that night. Because these were 1-minute images here. Yeah, it must have been right about 10:45. 10:50 is when we changed objects. This must have been the last one here. Let's see, right here. Did we change objects here? Because there's an 8-minute gap here. Yeah. Alright, so how many did we take of the ring? 12. We took 16. So let's stack these and see what we get. Again, this is the ring nebula here. And what I can do is we'll bring this down a little bit. So we got a little bit of detail here. There we go. Hello, good evening, morning here. Welcome, Erwin. We're trying something new. Erwin is on Facebook right now, and just looking at the Facebook stream, as long as we also have it on here for YouTube. I screenshot last image so you can compare. Oh, good. What, did you send it to me? Oh, you haven't sent it to me yet. Okay. Alright, so let's stack these. So let's go and register them. So we took 8 and 10 and 10, so 28 minutes of the ring. We'll try this here. So, Erwin, please let me know how the sound is on here. If I have to get a microphone, let me know. It says this audio is 160.8 kilobytes per second. We were at 3 only because I was an idiot and didn't hit unmute. I was a dummy. Let's see. So far, so good. We're registering these as we speak right now. Oh, Joanne just sent me a message here to compare. Oh yeah, so you can see that it's like all distorted. Gotcha. Oh, that was before I changed to 1080p. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so that's not too bad then. Alright, cool. Sounds very good for me. Excellent. That's the way I like it. That's what I like to hear. And the stream on YouTube is absolutely perfect. We're running at 1080p on that one. Sound is great. We're still looking at images here. We're going to pull up the ring nebula momentarily here. just to see what it looks like, I have the progress bar coming up here, so this way you can see that we're registering the images as we speak. Notice that there is an 11-second delay on Facebook, which that's not too bad. Alright, so it's just about done registering the pictures, and then it's going to start stacking them. Alright, so now it's going to stack them. So let's go here. Boop, 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 stacking, yes. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. Stacking. We're on 414 right now. Yeah, we may have to change the video quality on this. Alright, so we're at 10 of 14 right now. So if you're just watching for the very first time, welcome on Facebook, welcome on Twitter. We're going back and forth between the two. We're multitasking. Wait till we start imaging. Oh my god, wait till we start imaging. We'll have 5 or 6 things to do. It'll be almost like a full-time job. That is just crazy. Well, we'll have microphones like crazy. We have 3 mice here. Not mice as in mice, but we have 3 mice. 3 keyboards, 3 laptops, a 45-inch TV that is used for my monitor, and we'll have just everything going crazy. Cords all over the place. Yeah, this is going to be crazy. But we're going to do this. We're going to try to see if we can make this work. And we got probably about 40 or 50 gigs of RAM just going through. We're going to call it Astro-RAM. I think that sounds about perfect. Alright, so it's computing the final picture, which is using Kappa Sigma with the iteration of 5. So what we're just using, this is Deep Sky Stacker Live. If anybody does not know what this is, Deep Sky Stacker Live is what we use to stack the images. Now, of course, there are different programs called, other ones like Astro Stacker, or people have even used Nebulosity to stack. People have used Photoshop to stack. They can use different ones, naturally. It is what it is. But right now, we're doing well. I'm very, very, very impressed here on how this is all going. We've been streaming a half an hour on Facebook, and it looks like it is in great shape. As I said, it's running about 11 or 12 seconds behind on Facebook, and it's running about 6 or 7 seconds behind on YouTube. Don't blow a fuse. I have been with this heat. Ha! Old house wiring. No, for here, we're doing good. I mean, we're charging 3 laptops. I mean, we probably have more power in this room than we have in the entire house. which is crazy. Alright, so now we're saving the final image right now. I want to see what the temperature is outside. $70. Whew. Still 70 degrees outside. What the hell? Alright, so this one is done. So here it comes. Here comes the image as we speak. Alright, here it comes. Alright. There we go. Huh. 66 degrees here in Denver. It's 70 here. Bring it down a little bit more. There we go. So there's the ring. So that's about a half an hour worth of imaging on the ring. Not bad. You know, it's a smaller object, so naturally you're not going to get a lot. But still pretty good. And that's a good image. That's a good one. So we know that that's the ring, so let me go and save that so I know not to do that again. This was on the 12th, going on the 13th. I want to make sure I have the right one. Ends in 848. Yes, okay, so perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut these ones out. Put a new folder. Okay. And then we'll label this as the ring. Well, not the ring, but I know what it is. Ring Nebula. Paste. Alright. Now let's see what the next set is, because I don't know what I took after that night on the 12th when we did it. I don't really remember, to tell you the truth. Let's see. Well, that image is nothing. Okay. That's a couple of stars. That's great. Okay, I don't know what we got that night. Let me see. Oh, could this have been the coat hanger? I think we got the coat hanger that night. I think that's what this is. It's a star cluster that's in the shape of a coat hanger. Yeah, I think this was... Yeah, that's exactly what this is. So on June 13th, that's what we got. And then the clouds rolled in, it looks like. I think that's what it was. Yeah, you could tell by the reflection off the stars. It looks like that it was clouds that night. I'm just going through each individual image here to see exactly what we did that night. Because these ones weren't labeled for some odd reason. I saved the image and left. Stupid me. What are these ones? Oh, this was part of the veil. I was looking at the veil right before we packed up shop. That's what this is. Now you could just barely see it. This was a short exposure, it looks like, too. Through the clouds, of course. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. Let me see here. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Man, imagine if we would have got this on a clear night. Whoo! Wow, look at that image. Woo-wee! Damn! That's like the middle part of the veil, too. That's like right near the Pickering. And then that image was done. Wow. Whew! Not bad. Alright, so we know what those images were, so that's great. That was the 13th. And we went out the 15th. And we tried to go after the bat. Which... I don't know if anybody was watching during that stream, but that was one of the toughest objects I've ever gotten, was the bat. It was the Flying Bat Nebula and the Giant Squid. And I can look and try to see what we got that night. I mean, granted, I got time. We got time to look and see. There's the first one. see here. Let's go on to the next one. We're just going through each individual image here to see. Now, granted, I could take the histogram and I could stretch it so I can see a little bit of imaging here, a little bit of detail. There we go. So you'll get more detail here. That's 09. There we go. There's 806. So again, this is taken with a one-shot colored camera. So a one-shot colored camera can pick up hydrogen alpha like it's no one's business through a light-polluted skies, which is incredible. And we took 20 images that night, and I'm just going through each one. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. And that one's good. Okay, perfect. So all of these are in good shape. So what we're going to do is we're going to use one of these as a reference frame. Reference. Register. And this is a grand total of 1 hour and 30 minutes. So we're going to see what we get here. So now it's going to stack these. First, it's going to register them. And we'll be right back. We're going to just mute the video here. I'm just going to go check on something, and we'll be right back.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me. Give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me. Just watch me.
Okay. And I'm back. Alright, so let's see here. Stacking it's at 4 of 20 right now. So more than halfway through on the stacking. Again, this is 90 minutes of the Flying Bat Nebula, which is SH2 129. And actually, it would probably help if I would have put that up there. Let me just pull that up here. SH2 129. Alright. There we go. So this way you know what object it is. Again, it's SH2 129, the Flying Bat Nebula. So you know what it is. It's at 17 of 20 right now. Alright, it's on the last image now, and then it's going to stack, and we'll be able to see what we get. Now, most likely, we're not going to get the giant squid on this one. We're going to most likely see the flying bat, but it's going to be just the edge of it, just like the middle left side of it. Alright, here we go. It's saving the image here. And we'll see what we get. Takes a little bit to save the image, which is always so much fun. Just change the saturation a little bit here. There we go. That's too dark. There we go. Much better. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to save the image and then take this right over to Deep Sky Stacker Live and then see. Why are you using the stream like this? Because I wanted to test it out. I wanted to see. What are you using to stream like this? OBS. Using OBS, which is the Open Broadcasting Systems. It's OBS 27 is the latest, and I just went on Facebook, created live video, shared screen, and it automatically went straight to it. Mirrored the image from the one laptop to the other, so this way I could work on one laptop and let it run on the other, which is nice. And now I'm just processing the image on one laptop while it's streaming on the other. Alright, there we go. That's done. That's done. I just gotta get the right color. Aha. That one's very blue. Ah! There we go. That's perfect right there. Alright, there we go. .85 degrees here. I'd like to see the pic again that you sent. No, I have 1080p just before you go. Thanks. Oh, I'll send. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. And that was the wizard, so I can pull that wizard back up in a minute here. It's just going through its wonderful process. Alright, now it's just fading it, creating a median, averaging it. Now it's doing the image size. Alright, just about done. It's at 80%, 90%, and it's done. Okay, so now it's going to pop up here in a second. And now it's merging it. And it's done. Alright, so now that's all done and taken care of. Joanne wanted to see the image of the... Here, we'll pull it up. The wizard. There you go. We'll make it bigger. There we go. She wanted to see the Wizard Nebula so she could compare. So there you go. So that way she could take a snapshot if need be. Of course, this is an hour and a half of imaging compared to the other one that was 4 hours. So we're not going to get as much as detail as I would like to with this one. But it's still going to turn out to be a pretty cool image, though, nonetheless. Alright, now it's going to do deep space noise reduction is next. Alright, now it's done. And you're going to see a huge difference between this one and the other one. I mean, look at the difference. We got this one here, that's a 4-hour image compared to this one, which is an hour and a half. There's like no comparison. Wow. That's the difference between what 4 hours can do to you. And if you look carefully, you can kind of see the squid. Just barely. Let me see if I can zoom in on it, because I think you can kind of see it. see if we can zoom in on it here. Yeah, there's like something right here. Right across here. Like right here, you can see it, and then there's something that goes right across here. So you could see there's something there. If I go to the blue channel, it's prominent. Now, what if I take the levels? Yeah, there's something there. I mean, look at that. You could see it. It's so there. So I wonder if I were to take 5 or 6 hours of this in the L-tier camera, I bet you can get something. Now, of course, I enhanced the blue a lot, but you could see it. It's there. That's really cool. I didn't think you could see it. Wow, that's really cool. Just an hour and a half exposure, and you're getting that much detail. Dang. Never would have thought that. Well, I guess we'll have to really go nuts on this. So that is all she wrote for this evening. Just wanted to just test this out, and I think it was a huge success tonight. What do you think, everyone on YouTube and Facebook? I think it was a huge success. And I think we might implement this in future streams. Knowing that the internet worked out perfectly. We got music going on YouTube. We got, great imaging. I say, why not? I say, let's go for it. So, with that being said, I want to thank every single person for coming on in tonight. We had quite a bit of people, which is awesome. It will be clear on Tuesday, so we will be out here, and we will try the multi-stream, try PC streaming. So, thank you guys for coming on in, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday evening, and happy Father's Day to everyone out there too. Take care, guys.